Okay, guys, it's Tony here, Utopia Trading. Hope this is audio is getting recorded good. Last time I recorded this video, it was really choppy and the sound didn't match up with the video, so I'm not sure if that was my connection or whatnot. But let me first by saying, disclaimer. Obviously, this is just for your own educational benefit. This is not telling you what to buy or sell or how to buy or to sell. If you want that advice, seek a licensed trader. And this is mainly just for educational purposes only, and to help out our Utopia Trading Discord group, which is a group of like-minded individuals that we discuss stocks and bounce ideas off each other, and we do our own trading and we share information and whatnot. So if you'd like to be part of that, there's a link in the description. This video is basically going to touch back on my spike study that I had gotten from, I think it's Han Trading, and adjustments I've made. And in case you didn't catch it the last time, I accidentally deleted that video. So I'll touch base on it real quick. But basically what we're talking about is these spikes down here at the bottom. This is basically a custom deal. And what these spikes correlate to are if the stochastic slow, which is a momentum indicator, which very resembles RSI, because RSI is that gray line. The red line crosses over the pink line there. That gives us signal number one. If at the same time the MACD red bars are getting smaller, it gives us a spike. And basically what that tells us to do is keep an eye on the stock. Something's about to happen, right? And what's about to happen? Well, it's going to, MACD ends up crossing over and the stock ends up going up, right? And so it gives us an indicator on, hey, take a look at this and take a look at what's going on right now, because it might be a potential time to get in. And so there's spikes throughout the day. Some of them are erroneous. RSI might be too high. It might have a red dot on the squeeze. It might be flat and you don't want to get in there, you know. But it's just an indicator to tell you, hey, take a closer look at the stock. So how do you get this? Okay, first thing you got to do is you got to click on the hourglass here. Boom. And what you're going to need to do is hit create. Make a name for it. Spike study, whatever you want to call it. Delete this first part that shows up. And then you're going to want to type in this field this information. So, and I don't think you have to put declare lower, because I think that automatically is generated when you say that. So you basically type all this stuff in. So here's the top, lines 1 through 22. You can pause your video, write it down, type it in. And here's lines 22 through 36. And I'm not going to go over what each one of these little things does, because I did that in the last video, and it really doesn't matter because I just kind of explained it, right? The other thing that's going on in here is there is a RSI less than 40. So it does tell us another indicator, which is brand new for you guys who had the old one. The other one didn't take into account RSI being oversold, right? So this might look a little different, so you might want to update yours. It's added a statement at the end here that this RSI less than 40, and that's this information right here. So if you don't have, I believe before your guys stopped here and then had this bottom part. So now it's basically from line 24 to 34 is new, and then this last statement here, and highest oversold RSI is new. So add that into your new one if you want. If you don't, if it's working fine for you, you don't want to mess with it, fine. Okay, so after you name it and everything, you hit OK, and then you'd find it in your list here by searching, double click, move it over here like you would any other study. How you edit it is you hit the symbol, gear symbol, and that's how you can change color, whatever. And if you want to get back into the code, you actually click on the little scroll icon. So to make this into a scan, you click on the scroll icon, highlight all this stuff, right? Highlight all the way down the bottom, copy it, Control C, get out of there. Oh, it just gave me an alert. go into scans, and in scan you want to hit add study filter, and then when it pops up, go down to custom. When you go down to custom at the bottom there, it's going to bring up another window, and that window you want to hit ThinkScript editor and then paste in all that information. Once you paste in all that information, you got to come to the very bottom here and actually this is it. I believe it's supposed to say scan here. You hit OK. Then when you hit scan, it'll bring up your stocks. So the main thing is you just paste that all in there. It should be exactly the same. You could adjust this if you wanted to adjust it. Change where it says plot data to plot scan. And then it'll know it's a scan and not a graph. Hit OK. And then you now have that in there. What I've gone ahead and done is I put in a volume of minimum 300,000 to no maximum, and 0002s to $1, just to lower the amount of matches. And that lowered me down from quite a bit to around 17. So just to prove that this is working, AAPT, go to charts, AAPT, and you can see that there's a spike right here. Another one, scan, I don't know, SENY, SENY, you have a beginning of a spike right here. So that'll bring up, the other thing is on the custom one, I put it at 5 minutes, just because I was having problems. Normally I think defaults to day, and then I think it gives you anything that's spiked the entire day or had to have spiked a day ago or something like that, and it gives you really weird results. So if anybody finds out a more accurate setting for this, I just wanted to verify that it works. BLGI, you know, come in here, BLGI, and there's a spike right here. So I verified that it works. So I'm keeping those settings. I'm not sure if there's a better setting for this. But anyways, and once you have the scan, now you can create a watch list. So you can, so first come in here, once you have it, save scan query, save it as what you want. I saved mine as spike study, saved it. Now it's saved as a scan. And like before, you can see it's giving me alerts right now. I can save as a watch list, but you don't really have to save it as a watch list because now it's automatically a watch list. And then you can alert when scan results change. So you can add when a symbol is added. And that's another reason you want the results to be low, because you don't want your thing to be dinging like crazy all day long. If you just had like every stock, it would just be going crazy. So I have it on sound, ding, and to give me a push notification to my phone. And I only have it when a symbol is added, not when it's removed. And then you hit create, and then you have an alert. And like you showed, it popped up. My sound is off because it would mess with the recording, and it will basically give you a ding every time something new pops up on your watch list. As things go away, it won't ding you, but that's how you do it. Use it however you wish. I know some people were trying to figure out how to do it for all stocks instead of just having an alert for individual stocks. I think having an alert for an individual stock is probably that you're watching is probably better, because stuff could be popping in and out of this list all day long. So I will probably actually go in and get rid of that alert some other time, but I think you can, so that shows that, but so that's how you basically add stuff in the custom study in there, and hopefully that helps you if you do something better that you wanted to do, creating alerts for those kind of things. You could also, now that it's in the scans, you could add other criteria too here to narrow it down. You could add stuff, but the thing is this is only gonna populate when you have a spike. So if you start adding in other things, you're never going to get a result, because a MACD crossover never really happens after the spike. So if you add like MACD crossover or something like that, then you're never ever going to get a result, because both of those things have to be true for it to pop up on this list. So I would leave it like this. If there's something else you want to add, you could change the volume around. You can move the prices around to find the stocks that you're looking for, whatnot. And I think that's about it for this video. Thumbs up video, subscribe, share your friends, and hopefully this helps you out. I hope you guys have a green week. See you guys on the flip side.